A very warm welcome to you from the city of Guangzhou. We are live broadcasting from the Guangzhou Auto Show. Now, China has long been, well, since 2009, the world's leading automotive market. Last year, 28 million new vehicles were sold. 24.4 million of those were passenger vehicles. 10 million of those were made in China. So it's not surprising that there's been a long-standing relationship with many multinational automakers and their domestic counterparts. So here in Guangzhou, we're going to talk with a representative from GAC Honda, which is a joint venture between Honda and the Guangzhou Automotive Company. Mr. Zhang here is from the General Manager's office. Mr. Zhang, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Welcome to GAC Honda.
Thank you. I'm sorry it's a bit loud. Mr. Zhang, how does working in a joint venture between GAC and Honda benefit your company and benefit China?
首先呢，想知道一下，就是这样子一个本地的企业和本田进行合作，对于您的企业以及中国而言有什么大的益处？
那么，作为2018年会迎来广汽本田的20周岁生日。
First, we are going to celebrate the 20 years anniversary of GAC Honda in 2018.
那我觉得呢，这20年，广汽本田是沉淀了3大财富。
I think within these past 2 decades, GAC Honda has accumulated 3 biggest fortunes.
第一个呢是以3个企业为代表的广本哲学。
First is the GAC Honda philosophy, represented by the 3 brands operated by us.
那么我们在去年也发布了全新的企业 slogan， 让梦走得更远。
And last year, we've released the newest slogan of our company. It's "Your dreams, our drive."
那么从去年开始呢，广汽本田已经进入了3大品牌运作的这样的一个年代，是本田、理念和 Acura 3大品牌运作的这样的一个年代。
So since last year, we've been operating 3 brands altogether: Honda, Acura, and Everest.
那么从发动机的角度来讲，我们也进行了全勤的布局，就是包括汽油机、还有混合动力、还有 Turbo 全勤的一个布局。
In terms of powertrain, we've also started operating 3 kinds of main powertrains: the basic diesel, hybrid, and turbo.
那么第3大财富呢，我认为是这1万多的广本的员工。那么作为人才队伍，是这20年以来给到我们最大的一笔财富。
And the biggest fortune to us and to China, I think, is the over 10,000 associates we have. They are of great talent, and we regarded them as the biggest fortune, as what we've gathered in the past 2 decades.
And they have gained much from the relationship with Honda.
然后从跟本田的这个合作里面，所有的这些员工也是学到了很多，对吗？
是的。
Yes, exactly.
Now, as China is the world's largest automotive market, is this the future, that multinationals work closely with Chinese domestic companies, and this is the future of the car industry?
然后现在呢，中国已经是可以说世界最大的汽车市场了。然后您认为这种多国之间的合作，在中国进行这种车辆的生产，是否也是汽车产业未来的所在？
是的。
Yes, I think so.
Now, we're standing in front of your hybrid Accord. And I just want to say a few words about the electric vehicle market here. In the past few weeks, the Chinese government has set a new quota system, so that from 2019, all large automotive manufacturers, i.e. people who make over 30,000 or import over 30,000 units a year into China, will be required to make electric vehicles that roughly equate to 10% of their total sales. Now that's having a big effect on the business here in China. So more and more multinationals are joining with local companies to make electric cars here fast. Honda GAC, of course, is well established. They also are making new electric vehicles. Mr. Zhang, can you tell me about your new NEV range?
可以想追一下那个现在我们的一些愿景吗？
作为刚才也讲到了这个雅阁的混合动力，这个 IMD 双电机3回路的这样的一个混合动力车型，也是作为广汽本田响应国家的这个双积分法规的一个举措。那么这辆车在前段时间有一个 Intelligent Mission 这样的一个挑战赛，由全国的这个30家权威媒体，那么一箱油是跑出了2110.2公里这样的一个惊人成绩。
Okay, as you just mentioned, our Accord Hybrid. So you can see this IMMD dual motor 3-circuit system is exactly what we want to represent for the China's core for the new energy market. So there's a very interesting story about this model. It's like this year we've launched intelligent mission test. Basically, we've invited 30 authoritative magazines, newspaper dealers to join us to run the car with only 1 tank of fuel, and the best result was 2,110.2 kilometers with only 1 tank.
那么在2018年呢，我们也会导入 EV 车型和 PHEV 车型，响应国家的这个双积分法规。
And also in 2018, we're going to launch our EVs and PHEV to best represent our missions to respond to the double scoring policies that you've just mentioned.
那么作为我也可以介绍一下作为广汽本田的一个企业愿景，那么就是快速低价低碳的提供超越顾客期待的一个产品。同时呢，在2020年达成100万辆的一个环保先驱型企业。
Okay, and I can also share with you the vision that GAC Honda has for 2020s. So we hope by that time we can still provide the customers with products that expect their expectations, low price, low carbon, environmental friendly, and rapidly. Also, by 2020, we hope to reach a sales volume by 1 million.
我们会努力的。
We'll keep on doing it.
Thank you, Mr. Zhang. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much. Well, joining us now is the organizer of the event, the gentleman in charge of marketing, Chen Bing, who will talk to us about the Guangzhou Auto Show and how it's been this year. Chen Bing.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, I would like to spread my appreciation for the CCTV for giving us this opportunity to introduce Auto Guangzhou. Yeah, and Auto Guangzhou International Automobile Exhibition, let's just call it Auto Guangzhou for short, was established in 2003, and it is an annual event taking place in November in Guangzhou city of China.
It's a huge event.
Yeah, and as you see that, this exhibition hall is the second biggest exhibition complex in China. Yeah, and it is also where the Canton Fair held every year. So now I would like to introduce our Auto Guangzhou this year. And
how many people have come so far? How many people do you expect in total are going to be visiting?
Yeah, this as you see, this is a huge exhibition. Every year they're held in Guangzhou. So the exhibition scale of Auto Guangzhou this year reached 220,000 square meters.
Wow, that's a huge area.
Yeah, and a total of 1,081 cars were displayed on spot, and which may attract over 600,000 visitors. Yeah, and furthermore, as you see in the exhibition hall, as automakers at home and abroad bring their latest technology and products to Auto Guangzhou. For example, a total of 47 new models made their world debut, and 25 concept cars were displayed on spot this year. So,
and that reflects the importance of both the Guangzhou Auto Show and China as a marketplace, that they will do that. They will debut their cars here rather than in America or Europe.
Yeah. And most importantly, there are 131 new energy vehicles were displayed.
As we were talking about, it's a very important part of China's future. In fact, it's the world's future, the new electric vehicle. How is that being received here? You've had a separate pavilion with the NEVs on display. Has that been received well by the visitors? Have they enjoyed seeing that?
Actually, the electric vehicle was so sharp that all the visitors are very interested in that kind of car.
And it's affordable.
Yes, it's affordable because the subsidy is so high in China.
That's the first thing that struck me. The idea that for the equivalent of maybe 50,000 RMB, you can have a small little get-around electric vehicle.
Exactly.
But you couldn't afford a combustion engine version.
Exactly. Right.
So, but tell me now about the future.
Okay.
What else are you planning in Guangzhou?
Actually, we do have some special arrangement next year. We have already signed a cooperation agreement with the world-leading car tuning show, the Aston Motor Show, next year. And then that means there will be exciting car tuning show being held parallel to the Auto Guangzhou.
Is car tuning quite big in China now, Chenfei?
As the development of the economy, the auto market is booming in recent years. That means the auto aftermarket is booming as well. So more and more car makers, especially car tuning brand, auto parts and auto accessory companies, come to China and explore and expand the market. And the Asian Motor Show, which will be held in Guangzhou, will provide a good opportunity for the foreign companies engaged in the auto parts and auto accessory car tuning and something like that, to a good platform to enter the China auto market.
And it's just a sign of just how big China's market is and how much it's still growing.
Actually, the Chinese market is so big that they are eager to come into the Chinese market. So we would like to invite the people from all over the world to come to visit the Auto Guangzhou, and I believe that that will provide a good opportunity for everyone to get a better understanding of the Chinese market, and this will be a good chance for you to enter the Chinese market, the biggest auto market in the world.
I can hear from your voice how proud you are of this auto show, and how proud Guangzhou must be of this auto show. Thank you so much for your time and for having us here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Well, we're now going to go onto the Aston Martin stand, and Simon from Aston Martin Guangzhou is going to show us his model range. Simon, nice to meet you. Thank you for having us here. Thank you. So, from what I understand, there are two DB11s on the stage. They look identical. What's the difference between this one and this one, apart from their paint color?
Okay, let me explain for you. This one, Aston Green, is a V-tail engine, and this white one is a V8 engine.
So this is the new V8 twin-turbo engine.
Yeah, it's the first time the V8 engine come to Guangzhou.
Now that is a big deal for the hardcore Aston Martin enthusiast, because they have always thought of V12 as the engine for their flagship. How does this V8 compare?
this V8 engine is from the AMG, but this engine is different from the AMG GT. We demand the AMG factory make this engine more lighter and more smaller, So they put twin turbo in the middle of the engine. And
that gives it a bit of balance as well.
yeah.
So how about the weight loss between the two engines? You've lost some weight, so the car is lighter.
Sure. So this engine can make this car to 100 kilometer only 4 minutes, and this one is 3.9 seconds.
3.9 and 4. So there's not much in it, but there's better fuel economy, I imagine, with this one.
It's more comfortable and more. The performance is great.
So in China, are you finding that a lot more people are looking to the V8 now?
Sure, I think so.
Can we have a look at one of your cars? Is there a car? Can we have a look at this one? Wow,
Sure.
so this is the DB11. So tell me, there was the DB9 for several years, and now the DB11. What happened to the DB10?
DB10 is only for James Bond. Okay?
Only for James Bond?
Yeah.
So if James Bond was to turn up now at Aston Martin Guangzhou and say, can I have a car? You've got that car key for him.
He already has 5. Okay.
He has 5. Can CGTN have 1? Wow, this is amazing. Come and have a see. Look at this. This is incredible. The leather work in this is beautiful. Really beautiful.
Sure. It's all hand built inside.
And this is all made in the UK.
Yeah, in Gayton.
So Aston Martin in China must be going from strength to strength. How many models, how many do you sell every year?
If in Guangzhou, maybe 30,
Right.
or maybe more. In China, I think over 300.
Over 300?
Yeah,
Wow. And what sort of price are we looking at? Are we looking at for a car like this?
This one is 4.5 million RMB.
I have that in my pocket. Do you accept WeChat? I have it on WeChat.
Sure,
I'll buy it later from you.
sure. We are set.
You
Anyway.
you just scan my QR code.
Okay.
Okay, we'll do that later on. So can you jump in and show me what's
Sure.
happening here? Come and have a look. Well, this is really quite cozy. This is really quite nice. So this is, where has he gone? Seaman, tell me about what I'm looking at here, because this is beautiful. This is just a modern display.
This electronic system is from Mercedes-Benz, and we choose Mercedes-Benz reason is the system is stable, and you don't need to learn how to use again, It's very convenient and usable.
It looks amazing. It feels so comfortable in here,
Uh-huh.
but it must go like a rocket. How fast does this car go?
This one is retail, so 3.9 seconds can do 100 kilometers.
That is impressive. Have you driven this car?
Sure, I like it. It's very comfortable and fast,
Do you find that some of your clients, they buy it and they say, I'm just going to use this in town, I'm just going to use it for general use, because it is that comfortable. It's like driving a two-seater saloon.
Oh, you can try this. Just a moment. You can see this button.
Yes.
And
So you
you
press
can see
S.
here. Now it's GT mode.
Right.
And the interior is quiet and gentle. But when you press this button, you can see Sport mode
So
and
at
Sport
this
Plus.
point, it's lit up red. It means that the fun's going to begin. Obviously, I can't press the accelerator now because there's an Aston Martin right in front of me. But so it's bright red, but that means that the suspension's changed. Mm-hmm. The engine
Engine gearbox is reaction directly, and the voice behind will calling you faster and faster.
That's incredible. That's incredible. So what's the future of Aston Martin in China? Is it still the V12 or do you think eventually it will be more of a V8?
I think both of it. Like DB11, we can see the usual model, and we can see the high quality model DBS, and you can see the Volante model.
We mentioned him earlier on, this fictitious character who's very real to Aston Martin, and that's James Bond. How much do you think that James Bond and buying British has helped Aston Martin as a brand in China?
I can't imagine, but I love James Bond, and many women love James Bond. I think the rich woman is our client too.
But when you saw the last Bond film, and you saw the legendary DB10 that only Daniel Craig can drive, did that make you feel there's something special? This is the car that I sell.
Yeah. We have a whole new Vantage is coming out in 23rd, 2 days before. That one is very light DB10. It's more fast, more performant than DB11.
So it'll take the design cues from the DB10.
Yeah.
One thing I want to ask you, let's just jump outside.
Okay.
I want to ask you one thing that is very much different from the DB9, and that's these air intakes, because very traditionally the Aston Martin design had this sort of like broken teardrop sort of window, and now you changed that with an air intake. So how does this work?
Oh, it's about the aerodynamic, the wind can go inside the vehicle body, then coming out from the tail, so it can give
more downforce.
Yeah, and when the speed up, and this tailwind will raising up.
So you have found that from the DB9, it needed more rear stability and a bit more push.
Yeah, so the high speed is more than DB9. It's over 320 kilometers per hour.
And lastly, tell me, what next for this model? Is there going to be a DBS built on this coming out soon? And also a Volante convertible version?
Yeah, I think maybe 2018, maybe June or July.
Is there much use for a convertible in China, because the air is either too hot, too cold, or it's a bit smoggy?
Oh, don't think about it. Beautiful is the...
People still enjoy it here in China.
Yeah.
They love the convertible.
Yeah.
It's an interesting thing. Once you've driven a convertible, you don't really care. You just, the wind is in your hair, and it's actually a great experience, isn't it?
Exactly.
That's amazing. Thank you very much for having us on your stand here. Thank you very much, Stephen.
Thank you, Chin.
My best to you all. Thank you very much. Thank you. Lastly, one more stop. We're going to head over now to another British marque, just over the road. Thank you very much. So Aston Martin is built in Gaydon. We're now going to see a car built in Woking, and that's the McLaren. McLaren, of course, has a strong heritage from Formula One racing, and you'll see that in some of the cars now on display. They have 3 cars on their stand because they said they couldn't fit any more in. But in reality, McLaren is so popular that their ultra high level range sells out very, very quickly. But these are available in China now, and we're going to see them. This is Heidi from McLaren Shenzhen.
Hi Joe, how are you?
Nice to see you again.
Thank you.
So, Heidi, can you tell us about your range here?
Well, We have two sports series. So this is the 570i Spider, and this is the 570 GT. And the difference between these two sports series cars are Spider is purely for exhilaration. You're gonna, feel the sky, and you feel freedom, and you feel passionate when you're driving, and you feel like you can touch the sky. And the 570 GT is for the journey. So like when you're driving urban area, or you drive, from somewhere to the other place, it's a short journey, and GT is perfect for you.
Tell us about the exhilaration. Tell us, how fast can this car go?
This car can go top speed at 328 kilometers per hour.
That is a lot.
Yes,
that
it's incredible. It's like with no compromise. So you want to sit in the car and have a try?
Can we put the roof down?
Sure.
Is that a bit of theatre to see the roof come down? How do we do that?
Well, you sit in and you hit the brake, and then you press.
Isn't that an amazing door? Okay, here we go. This is the biggest theatre, trying to get into the car. I feel like I need new legs when I get into a car like this. Okay, so
You hit the brake,
you hit the brake when you get your leg in.
and then you press engine,
Okay,
and then the button is just on the right side. Yes,
that's the one.
Yes.
And if I just
I think you should press it.
press it.
For a really long time.
press it for a really long time, is it?
Have you've started the engine?
I haven't.
You should close the door.
Oh, I've got to close the door. There's always one thing. Bear with me, I'm closing the door. Wow. Okay. So I'm pressing it. The parking brake is on. It's
pull it.
pull it. Jump in with me. Let's see if we can make it work. This is an amazing cockpit. Have a look in here. Have a look at this. This really is like a computer game. And look at this beautiful carbon fiber here and that amazing screen.
I've tried before, but I don't know what's wrong.
The engine's on, isn't it? It is warning me about something over there.
You haven't. Okay, so now.
Ah.
But it's still not close to window. So can we cut this?
Yeah. Okay. Shall we? We'll try. Well, won't we about this? Let's hop out and we'll go and see the other car.
No, we just can cut this period, and I'm trying to put the roof down.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So why can't we close the window? So he's here, and
It's being temperamental because it knows it's on TV and it just wants to have its moment. It's just showing us.
oh my God, I
But-
don't know what happened.
Well, it's probably me because I haven't started the car properly. It's asking for a few things here.
The engine has been started,
Yep.
definitely.
Yep. But it's not.
Can you close the window up there?
The window.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay.
So the windows are up.
And then,
No,
well, the key is here.
it's not playing ball. It wants to.
Definitely.
It's doing it now.
Yes.
Here it is, the theatre begins. Watch this, guys.
So it only takes
Look at
15
that.
seconds.
Wow.
Take 15
Wow.
seconds to open the top.
Now, I was at another stand just now, and we were talking about that thrill of driving with the top down. And it doesn't matter
Exactly.
about smog or whether it's hot or it's cold. There's something about driving a car with the wind in your hair, and you can feel the car on
and
the
you
road.
can feel the speed, the power. It's definitely without compromise. The sports car, the top speed is 328 kilometers per hour. So it's the same. It's definitely the same as the 570S Coupe. So whether it's open top or it's closed, it's definitely you will feel really exciting. You'll feel like you're free. You're flying.
But I mean, the roof is so good that why would anyone buy the coupe when they can have this? This is just lovely.
Well, coupe it's for the drive.
Sure.
Like people buy it, they want to drive it on the track. 'cause
Right,
when
right.
you're driving on the track, you cannot just open top.
It's stiffer as well, isn't it?
Exactly. So that's why we have different segments for people who want to buy the pure exhilaration, or they just want to feel the drive.
I would buy it just to open and close the doors. They're amazing.
Yeah, those are dihedral doors.
Now-
all McLaren cars are dihedral
Tell
doors.
me, we're talking about the stiffness of the body and the rigidity from having a solid roof. But you have something over there.
Let's take a look at the
Let's have a look.
720S.
Now that one, from what I understand, has a chassis or a cage that is developed from your legendary P1, is that right?
Exactly. So this is the 720S. It's one of the McLaren Super Series.
So how fast are we talking?
Well, the top speed of 720S is 341 kilometers per hour.
Right.
And from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour only takes 2.9 seconds.
That's roller coaster
amazing.
fast.
Exactly. Whenever you're driving the car, you feel like it's super fast. You feel like you've never driven a car this fast before.
And I don't need to keep my notes because I know that if it's a 720, that means it's got 720 brake horsepower, which is an awful lot, isn't it?
Exactly. And all this chassis is made of monocage too, so it's really leading technology of McLaren.
So it's carbon fiber put to good use. It's not just about the trimmings, it's actually the chassis itself,
All the
and you can
chassis
see
are
it
carbon
in the roof.
Exactly.
See it in the roof, and also let's walk around this way because
Okay.
it's a bit difficult with a post there.
Okay.
But you can see the carbon fiber. Should we open the door here?
The doors are here. You click this button. Doors. So all McLaren cars are dihedral doors, but this dihedral door is 15 centimeters narrower
Right.
than the previous 650S.
This is
So it's a lot easier for you to park. The car. You don't need to worry about the space.
I wouldn't get out of the car if I had it. I'd never park it. I'd live in the car.
All these are carbon fiber, so it's made
So
of monocage
this is what's
too.
important. So all of this is carbon fiber here and along there. So the whole of the chassis is carbon fiber,
exactly.
which means it's light and it's
pretty
rigid.
much 18 kilograms lighter than the 650S, and it's a way more. The structure is strong. It's way more stronger than the previous Super Series.
And it's got a huge engine. Can we look through the
This
the
is
engine
the heart
cover?
of the 720S. It's made of 4.0 twin turbo engine.
And that's a V8, but that produces
It's a
720 brake
It's a
horsepower.
V8 4.0 twin turbo engine.
Amazing. So a hell of a
Definitely
kick.
is.
2.9 seconds.
You want to start the engine and feel a little bit about it?
Can we start the engine on the stand?
Sure.
Will they not freak out when they hear an engine start?
Well, the voice is pretty sexy, I think.
Okay, let's do it then. So this is the door handle.
Yes.
Now bear in mind that this is smaller than the other one, so it's going to take my bottom even longer to get into this.
Oh, so that is a folding driver display.
Right. Are you going to join me on the other side?
Okay.
You know, actually, this is remarkably comfortable. I could get used to this. Oh no, I need to be stronger to close the door. Let me close the door properly. There you are. So, how do we start this up?
You hit the brake
Hit the brake,
and then
right?
yes, start it.
Wow. Can you hear that if I put the microphone back here?
Over there, so you can fold this folding driving display
Right.
to make everything simplified. Just focus on focus on the road, focus on what's in front of you.
So, real race car.
Exactly.
Simplification.
It has 3 modes. Whenever you started the engine, it's comfort mode,
Yep.
and then we have sports mode and
Yep.
track mode. So when it's on track, and you can also use the variable drift control. So this variable drift control can help you to, even you're a new starter, you can learn how to drift on the track.
So this car has got heritage from Formula One, and it will teach you how to be a better race car driver.
Yes, I mean the whole chassis is pretty much the same of the legendary McLaren P1, and then can all these interior details are all carbon fiber, and this car is really strong on the track. So most of our car buyers, they bought 720S, they want to feel it on the track. It's definitely going to be mind blowing.
You've been in one, haven't you? When it's been going around the track.
Exactly.
What was that like?
When I was in UK, I was sitting on the passenger seat and I was about to throw up. Whenever it accelerated, I was throw up. I was about to throw up. I mean, so fast.
The acceleration must push you back when you are accelerating at 2.9.
Exactly.
Incredible.
So it's definitely incredible.
Now you talk about the UK. Of course, they're made in Woking, near London, but we're out here in China now, so you must have, a good after-sales team to look after cars like this. You can't just take them around the corner, can you?
Yes, all the McLaren cars are built in Woking McLaren Technology Center, which is called MTC. And then, so we have several dealerships here in China, and each dealer, they have after-sales team, so that, if you buy a car, we will take really good care of your car.
Excellent. So how much is this car?
This car costs 4,050,000 RMB.
That's
Starts from 4,050,000 RMB.
Last question. I've already promised it to Aston, but if I pay you by WeChat, can I take one today?
Yeah, sure. You can prepay, and the car will be shipped to China, I think, on 2018 April or May, because so far no 720S can be driven in China. It's a homologation problem.
Right. But once it gets its license, then they all come over.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Well, there you have it then. I think we'll end this broadcast because I'm going to go and earn some more money, about 4 million RMB between now and April. So it's goodbye from the Guangzhou Auto Show. Thank you for joining us live on CGTN. We look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you.